Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is September 16th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, is going to stage a Trump assassination or death event, a global biological pandemic, possibly in the aftermath of a weaponized contagion attack, an asteroid strike and or civil war in the United States on the date of September 17th of 2025, which coincidentally marks exactly 8 years since I published the report entitled Babylon Falling, CERN Identified a Secret Entrance to Subterranean Headquarters, CIA Headquarters located beneath Lake Geneva in Switzerland, back on September 17th of 2017. So for those of you that are unaware, this report was an earth-changing report because I had applied for political asylum in Switzerland back on March 8th of 2011 after fooling a 9/11 style nuclear terror attack targeting the Super Bowl in Dallas, Texas on February 6th of 2011. And so the CIA created this group called Qanon. So we have the date of the 17th equates to the letter Q, and then you have the 9th month, September, which is the number 9, and then you have Q9, QAnon, which is September 17th, which is the day that I published this earth-changing report, which basically identified CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland. Consequently, it's 100% certain that the CIA is going to stage an earth-changing event on the date of September 17th of 2025. So exactly what that will look like is not known, but it will likely result in the aforementioned Trump assassination or death event, global pandemic, asteroid attack, civil war, or World War III. So, for those of you that are unaware, the CIA is planning to stage basically, Donald J. Trump landed in London, England on the evening of September 16th, 2025 in London time. And Donald J. Trump is never going to come back to the United States. I'll just say it again for the record. Donald J. Trump will never return to the United States alive. And that is because the CIA will assassinate, arrest and suicide, or stage a medical-related event targeting Donald J. Trump, possibly an accident, possibly Princess Diana-ing him, killing him in a tunnel, or some other related accident. But Donald J. Trump will never return to the United States alive. And that is because he is going to be murdered in an ancient, esoteric, and ritualistic blood sacrifice while abroad in England. Not only that, the CIA plans to capitalize while Trump is away from the United States by staging attacks in the United States so that J.D. Vance, who is the chosen heir to Trump, obviously being the vice president, can grandstand, and then Trump will likely die when hearing about this attack or terror event in the United States. And that is why this bullet in the July 13th assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, of 2024 is while they bandage his ear because he's going to die of a heart attack upon hearing bad news, possibly when the CIA murders one of the Trump children, or the CIA blows up one of his buildings, or the CIA stages terror attacks which kill his supporters, such as Charlie Kirk, the assassination. So exactly what's planned for the date of September 17th is not known, but these events are expected. As mentioned, a Trump assassination or death event in England. I just published a report for a night of September 16th Russian tactical nuclear weapon strike targeting London, England, designed to assassinate both King Charles and Donald J. Trump in order to trigger World War III. So the CIA is probably going to reload and stage another attack, possibly on Iran, Pakistan, North Korea, China, etc., targeting Trump in London. Secondly, I identified that the CIA is planning a mass attack on Capitol Hill on the date of September 17th. So we had this Charlie Kirk assassination back on September 10th of 2025, where he was assassinated by an Israeli sniper, evidently, or an Israeli assassin in the crowd. Not sure about that one yet. However, this was specifically designed with Benjamin Netanyahu tweeting 8 minutes prior to Trump that Kirk was dead, is to basically implicate Israel, which of course is responsible, but they're being naked about it, which is obviously designed to foreshadow and set the precedent and provide a timely motive for the CIA staging revenge attacks against Jewish related entities, and in this case, woke related entities as well. So the CIA is planning a mass attack targeting Capitol Hill, targeting AIPAC, Israeli lobbies, targeting U.S. congressmen in both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party that are taking money from AIPAC. So we could call this Operation Thomas Massey, if you like, but they are going to stage a mass attack in Capitol Hill, possibly targeting the U.S. Capitol building, the White House, the Supreme Court building, the AIPAC headquarters, congressional office buildings. And so this is basically going to be the Israeli Mossad basically invading the United States and basically masquerading as Charlie Kirk Avengers, going into Capitol Hill and murdering hundreds of congressmen and congresswomen and killing probably thousands of people and likely starting a second global biological pandemic. The CIA also has a backup plan for this. They plan on staging a mass QAnon mailing. So this is going to be basically DHL, FedEx, UPS, Express mail of the U.S. Postal Service. They're going to stage bombings across the United States, targeting possibly HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities, woke liberal media outlets such as New York Times, CNN, who were coincidentally targeted with mail bombing attack back in 2017 or 2018, I should say, as well as A-list celebrities that are woke, such as Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, LeBron James, etc. And this is obviously going to spawn a second global biological pandemic. And then they will say that this assassination of Kirk was the impetus or the motive for these attacks. So basically, the CIA, because if the CIA states another Charlie Kirk-related incident on the 17th, then that would be 2 such events in 8 days. This is 88. This is neo-Nazi numerology because that's they plan to frame alleged Charlie Kirk supporters as neo-Nazis for this attack. And this is also incumbent upon Switzerland because she was founded, modern Switzerland was founded, which is home to the CIA on April 19th of 1878, which is the 88 numerology, which is why Trump was arrested on 8/8 of 2022, Mar-a-Lago raid. And then we have 419 numerology, which of course is Oklahoma City bombing and Waco. So the CIA always attacks on the 419 and 88 numerology. And in this case, if there's another Charlie Kirk related event on the date of September 17th, it would mark 2 such events in 8 days, 88, 2 and 88. Okay, as mentioned, the CIA is planning to stage a Charlie Kirk revenge attack, a tit-for-tat targeting a woke or African American or Democratic celebrity or politician. So this is anybody that's in the Democratic Party. This is anybody that's tweeted against Charlie Kirk in the past. This is anybody that has supported Kamala Harris. So some sort of A-list celebrity assassination is expected, possibly in Hollywood, possibly in New York City. As evidenced during the 9/11 attacks, when Bush left Washington, D.C. for Florida, and during the Oklahoma City bombing when Al Gore went to Australia. So generally speaking, this is we can go through history. Whenever there's a mass attack in a country, the president usually leaves the capital or goes to a foreign country, and tomorrow is no different. So Trump is in England right now, and so they're getting ready to stage an attack. So this may be a CBRN, chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear attack, which is expected, possibly via the aforementioned plots. But as somebody that follows this stuff on a daily basis, the CIA came out today, excuse me, and stated that there is a new moon in our atmosphere. Its name is 2025 PN7. And so This numerology, the PN7, because the CIA is planning on staging some sort of asteroid-related event under the guise of this moon coming into our orbit and striking Earth, possibly in the middle of the ocean. So what the CIA would do is essentially just blow up one of their underwater, what they call lockers, filled with explosives, and then this monstrosity of a tsunami would strike the shores, most likely in the Pacific Rim, where we previously had the Tonga explosion, which was a mini version. And as the CIA does, like with the 9/11 attacks and stuff, they always do a mini version first to set the precedent and to foreshadow and to plant the seed that this event is indeed possible in your mind before they do it on a much higher level. So this moon is allegedly in around Earth, and it's called 2025 PN7. And there's also another one called Ryugu, or RYUGU, asteroid RYGU. So exactly where these asteroids alleged, I mean, these are just made up. I follow these, as you know, if you follow my blog, I'm posting about these what are called near-Earth objects, or NEO. And so the CIA is creating literally like hundreds of these that are allegedly flying by, zipping by, like we're in the middle of the OK Corral, and there's like bullets flying everywhere, and it's just a miracle that Earth is not struck, which is completely laughable, which is why they came out with these movies called like Armageddon, Deep Impact, and Don't Look Up. It's because it's all propaganda, because the CIA has placed quadrillions of tons, or I shouldn't say quadrillion, but millions of tons of explosives around the world in different locations, and then they'd fly one of Elon Musk's rocket into this particular location, such as a stadium or an airport, and then this rocket would strike and explode, and then it would detonate the massive amounts of explosives beneath the ground, which could be in the range of square miles, literally, of C4 explosives. And I discovered this when I foiled a 9/11 style nuclear terror attack targeting the Super Bowl in Dallas, Texas at AT&T, hence the word TNT Stadium, which they built specifically brand new for the Super Bowl. And that is why they had the 2-minute warning in the Super Bowl, so that the politicians and celebrities can exit the building and take the underground train away from the stadium just prior to the nuke going off, which is what we think is a nuke. But that's a different story. So anyways, obviously, September 17th is going to be a historic day because it is the 8th anniversary of this historic report called Operation or Babylon Falling, CERN identified as CIA headquarters. This changed my life. This changed the whole ball game, so to speak, because then if the CIA assassinated me, then obviously they would be, aside from applying for political asylum, obviously I wrote it after I applied for political asylum, and I couldn't understand why Switzerland, a neutral country, would deny me political asylum, and it's because they're home to the CIA, and that's why they're the only neutral country who have their hands in everything. And so they plan to avenge this attack, or this report, by staging an attack on this day. Now, if they wait one day and they attack on the 18th, which is highly likely or possible, then it would mark 8 years in one day, which is the 81 numerology, which would be reflected in the number 18. But it would also be reflected in the date of the Swiss National Day, which is August 1st, 81. So the 16th, 17th, the 17th and the 18th are it's highly likely that the CIA is going to stage some sort of major earth-changing event. So obviously buckle up, and if they do, I kindly ask you to download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.